Hey, what's going on, you guys? I'm Prakar, back from techriz.com, and welcome to our third lesson, that is Firebase authentication with email and passwords. Okay, so we have done Firebase authentication with Google, Firebase authentication with Facebook, and it's time to do with emails and passwords. Okay, we are back to the traditional methods. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so for this I've created a new project which is email sign-in. Okay, so I have the main activity as usual and the main activity XML, which is the XML of our Java class. Okay, so emails and password authentication is really simple in Firebase. Okay, what you have to do is just go to tools, go to Firebase. Okay, and the assistant will load up. Go to authentication, and email and password authentication is directly given in the assistant. You can just connect to Firebase. You have to you have to sign in your Android Studio with the same account that you had sign in your browser. You have to make an account with the Firebase and sign it within your browser to be very feasible, and then sign the same account in the Android Studio, so that becomes a really feasible process and it takes no time. Okay, so it's given me option to just create a project or choose an existing Firebase project. I'll just create a project because I haven't done any email and password tutorials, so I'll just create a project. It's connecting to the Firebase. Okay, so the Firebase is now connected. Now we just need to have the Firebase dependencies in our app, and I will just add the Firebase authentication to your app, and let's see how much time this takes. Actually, it's a bug in this version of Android Studio. I don't know, it doesn't add the dependencies correctly. It adds side by side two versions of the dependencies. See, here we go. I'll show you guys. That is the case. I don't know why it adds this, but it's really frustrating every time. So I'll just prefer that I just copy and paste the dependencies from the browser. That's much more easy for me, just to copy and the dependencies from the browser. Okay, it's about to be done. Okay, by the time it's doing its thing, we are going to do our thing. Just go to Firebase Console. Okay, it will launch it in here. Okay, we are going to have the Firebase Console here. We have email and password. Where it is? Yes, email sign-in, and that is what we need. Go to authentication, go to sign-in methods, and enable the email and password authentication. Do not if you want the passwordless sign-in, that means every time a user inputs an email, Firebase will send that guy or that user an email with a link, and when he actually clicks the link, he is automatically signed in. So if you want that, you can enable that, but we are not covering that in this video, and that is really simple. It's just you have to add some things, and it's really simple, but we'll not do that now. We'll just enable this and save. Okay, so yeah, we are done. Now let's go back to the studio. And yep, it's also done, so we are good to go. Now let's start with the main activity, or the main activity XML this time. The colors aren't so great, but okay, fine. So what we have to add it, just clear this text view, and we are going to add an edit text, which is an email. Yep, an email field and a password field. Password can be a numeric one, or I'll prefer the alphanumeric, every character. Okay, and then we need a button to sign in, and that's it. And we also need to create a register activity that will be doing just now. Just a second, I'll just configure these things and we'll move towards the register activity now. Okay, so I'll just add some constants. Oops. Oops. Yep. these things are done. I'll add a hint, that is email. So I'll add the hint, which is email. Yep, email. Okay, come on. And this one needs a password, and that's a sign in button. So I'll have the text as on click style text. Yep, sign in. Okay, that is completed. Now you have to create a register activity. Now we'll go to Java Studio, and whatever is your file path, I'll go to the main one and add an activity, which will be an empty activity for me, which will be calling it as a register activity. Register activity, and it'll do some Gradle things quickly. And come on. Okay, by the time it's doing its thing, we can do our thing. We'll just copy that and just paste that onto the register activity. Just remember to change this context, register activity. Yep, and that's it. Here we have it. Now if you want a confirm password field, you can have another password field here like this. You can bring the button down. Actually, you can just, what you can do is just delete that connection. Oops, it's not deleting, I don't know. Okay. It can be so frustrating sometimes. Yeah, delete that connection, make that connection with it, and oh, why can't you make, okay, fine, we have a connection in this, so no problem. We can add a hint like confirm password, and yep, that is all the thing we need. And yeah, of course we have to change the text, which is register, and okay, these are not constant. Okay, now it's fine. Now go to main activity and go to design, add another button which will be known as our register button. Register, and we'll add an on-click listener to it, which will be to register, and that is it. And sign in, yeah, sign in. Okay, so we are done. Now we have to just email. Oh no, and what the hell. Okay, password, yes, don't ask me during this session, please rename it. Okay, so that's email and password done. Go to your register thing and just have it like con password, and that is it. That is everything that you need right now. Okay, so we're gonna go to main activity. I will have an edit text, which will be for email and password. Okay, so these two things. Then we have a button, then we have two buttons. Button one, which is for sign in, and the second is for register. Isn't that so? Okay, so what we are going to do is we can just going to set email as find view by id r.id.email, and password will be something like find view by id r.id.password, and we'll have a sign in button, which will be find view by id.r.id.sign in. Okay, sign in is not there. which is okay. I remember I just renamed sign in. Oh no, okay. Oh, I added the on-click listener. Okay. Now we have the register, and that is it. Go to main activity, add sign in, and duplicate it, add register, and here you can register, and that is it. Now we have string password and string mail for the toString that we are going to extract from the edit text. Okay, so now we are going to set an on-click listener, but we can open assistant. Okay, so we have to we have to have a Firebase authentication. So we have Firebase auth. We have actually not okay, so we have added the authentication to our app. Please add the authentication. I mean, please add the dependencies to your app before writing this, or you'll get an error which will be never solved. Okay, so Firebase auth, mauth, let's say mauth. Okay, so now mauth equals Firebase auth dot get instance. It will create an instance of the Firebase authentication. Okay, so now it will you can have the onStart method. Will not have the onStart method because I do not have anything to show why the onStart method. Now what we have to do is I've set the on-click so I've set the on-click method. You can also set the on-click listener to both of the buttons or to either of them, so that's entirely up to you. So we have the public void I guess that was sign in. Yeah, that was sign in, and you have to pass the view and you have to import the view. Okay, so that is our method. Now we are just going to copy this entire thing like this and like this. Okay, so mauth. Now what we have to do is mail equals, oops, I have done something horrendous. I have to declare this thing here. Yep, no, it's fine. So mail equals that was email dot get text dot toString. Okay, that is it. And then we have the password equals pass dot get text dot toString, and that is it. That is what you have to do is now we have to just go mail and password auth. Now we have to import the classes. You just have to press alt plus enter, alt plus enter, alt plus enter, and keep on importing those classes. Okay, so we have done everything almost, and now we just need a tag, which is a string which is named as tag, which is equal to email sign in. The tag error is now we do not have to update the UI. No, I will not update the UI. Email and password activity, yeah, that is the main activity. Okay, and now what you have to do is we have to guide the, now this is done, entirely done. It will just configure itself. And now what we have to do is we have the public void. We have to transfer the user to the register activity. If we press register, so to I guess that was to register, pass the view. Okay, no, that was not actually the thing. This, no, what was this? I don't remember. That was to register. I was writing correctly. I guess some misspelled words. Oh, that is not good. Okay, never mind. We'll just work with that. I'll just delete that on clicking. Oh, that was an elevation. Okay, no problem. I didn't notice that at all. I don't know why. Okay, never mind. register.set on click listener, new on click listener, oh, not exception out of bound, new on click listener. Now we just have to start an activity, which is you have to give a new intent, and from the main activity dot this you have to guide the user to the register activity dot class. Okay, so we are done with this completely. Okay, now let's code the register activity now. Okay, we have the edit text, we have the edit text, which is a password, which and a confirm password and an email. Absolutely correct. Now we have something like a button, which will be a register button. You just have to, okay, now it will be a register button, and I don't think that we have anything left. Okay, now what we have to do is let's just find all the views. Password is equals to find view by id r.id password, and I'll just duplicate them. Now we have con password, and then we have a con password here, which is correct, and then we have an email, which will be an email. That's it, and we are done with this. Now we just need to have the button, which is equal to find view by, which is equal to find view by id r.id register. Yep. Oh, something wrong. Oh, why the heck? Okay, that was sign in. Okay, that is register, and now it should go. It's a button now. I think they are something, so I'll use a double R to be sure. Yep. What expression expected? Oh, why I'm writing button? Register. Yep. I don't know what I was doing there. Okay, never mind. Okay, so we have the password, we have the confirm password, and we have the email. Now we have to write the condition. If password dot equals not actually password. Now we have to set the on click listener to this, set on click listener. I guess I didn't have the on click. Okay, fine, that is good. Okay, so new on click listener, pretty quick. Now this we need to specify. That's always good to have a global variable of password and email. That makes it really easy. Password. Okay, so we have to extract the password. Password equals pass dot get text dot toString, and mail equals email dot get text dot toString. Okay, so now what we have to do is, and the confirm password, obviously I forgot. Confirm password, confirm. Okay, I'll just write confirm. Okay, confirm equals con pass dot get text, not get font feature, dot get text dot toString, and that is it. Now we have to add an if condition, that if confirm dot dot equals password, then we have to input our things, else you just need to show an error, that is con password con pass dot set error, dot set error, that is please enter the same password again. Okay, now just open the assistant and go to sign up new users. We didn't have the authenticate, the Firebase auth, so we'll have that first. Firebase auth mauth, Firebase auth mauth, and here mauth not mail but mauth equals Firebase auth dot get instance. It will get an instance of the Firebase authentication. This is fine, this is fine. Have an on click. Okay, now we have email, no, we have mail, and now just import the classes. Okay, we'll just have the register activity here, and we'll need a tag here, string tag. Okay, so we are back with this register activity as well. So yes, we are going to run the emulator and see if that works. Okay, just a second, I'll just fire up the emulator and I'll get back to you when it's ready. Okay, so we are back, guys. Okay, let's retry this. Come on, yes, we are done. We have authenticated ourselves. Go select the entire thing now and just copy that, and let's log in and see. Email and just paste. Yep, paste it, and 1 2 3. Although you need not worry of the runtime, because of my emulator was having some issues with the networks and speed thing, so I just deleted some codes. You can get the updated project on the GitHub. The link will be in the description below, and yeah, that's it. That's what you need in order to integrate the email password sign-in from the Firebase in your own Android app. Okay, so if you guys like our video, please subscribe and like the video, so we get to know that you guys are liking it, and we can create more Firebase tutorials like that, and stuff like, stuff related to Android is always my priority. And you can check out our blog at www.techriz.com, and yes, please like and subscribe and hit that bell icon if you want to have the instant notification of our videos and don't want to miss anything, and just keep updating your apps. And so I'm signing out. See ya.